Welcome to Pulp Film Lab. I'm Lauren Poole, and here at Pulp Film Lab, we screen the awesome and awesomely bad films that you should know about. And today, we will be watching one of John Wayne's first movies that he ever produced, as well as starring in, called Angel and the Badman. Here in studio with me, my co-host Alex Knight.
Hello, thank you so much. Also joining us today from Snakebite Productions and Entertainment is going to be Thomas E. Kelly, as well as actor Ricky Lee. They're going to be joining us in a little bit, talking about their work in the state and upcoming productions that they have. Yep,
and today, sit tight, hold on to your butts. We're watching Angel and the Badman. Lots of John Wayne kisses. Like a lot of kissing, actually, but nothing more than that, which is very wholesome and good. Also, he doesn't kill a lot of people. There's some good bar fights and a lot of John Wayne this face. So sit tight, get excited. I know I am. Here's Angel and the Badman.
Give me that horse. He couldn't go on. Nor could you. You're injured, man. Let us take you in the house.
You gotta go on. Gotta get to the telegraph station.
We'll take you. Penelope!
Sorry, closed down for the night.
I know, but this is urgent. Won't you
No,
please?
come out of there, you. Can't go against my schedule. Closed down.
But can't you make this one exception?
Nope.
Get in here.
What?
Bring a light with you.
You can't do this to me. I won't stand for it. The Union Pacific won't stand for it. Night prowling around here like this. You got your ball busted in my office. Who do you think you are, anyway? My key's closed down for the night. Well, you can write it, but I won't send it anyway.
Here, let me.
Territorial Recorder's Office. Fort Lansing. Have filed corner stakes on plots 234, 235, chart 1089. Recording my name. That's all.
How shall I sign it?
Quirt Evans.
Oh. All set, Mr. Evans. Why, he ain't dead, is he? No, just knocked out. So that's Quirt Evans. Look at his gun. See how many notches he's got in his gun. Not any that I can see. I sure ain't gonna touch it and find out. He might wake up and take it the wrong way. Why, when he and Wyatt Earp were deputies over the Tombstone, the two of them shot it out of the whole Clanton bunch. So that's Quirt Evans. He's quite a man with the gals. They say he's closed the eyes of many a man and opened the eyes of many a woman.
Would you call my father, please?
Yes, ma'am. Where are we taking him?
To the wagon. Take him home.
Quirt Evans? You're crazy. I'd soon have a black powder bomber in my house. Heavy, ain't he? I know a dozen men ride night and day. Catch Quirt Evans helpless like this. Get him in there. I've heard about you people. How you don't believe in guns or anything like that, only doing good. So take my advice. You'll stay plenty far away from Mr. Quirt Evans.
Thank you very much for your advice. Good night.
Good night. So long, Quirt. That Quirt Evans is sure of something.
Quirt Evans? You know him?
Do I know Quirt Evans? Do I know Quirt Evans? What a question.
Don't.
If that doesn't quiet him, I don't know what will.
Or
I'll never get that bullet out with him kicking around like that. I'm afraid to give him any more sedative. He's already had enough.
Please be quiet. The doctor's
He can't hear you. What do you suppose that delirious mind is searching for?
He must be in great pain.
Not with that much laudanum in him. It's as if he were reaching for something. Something specific. I don't understand it. By now, he should be completely inert.
I didn't think. No. All right. All right. All right.
Oh, Thomas, how is the young man?
Delirious.
A gun in this house, Thomas?
Let me put these back in the gun belt.
Maybe we'll have to get something and tie him down. Are you crazy?
It's empty.
So that was it. A gun.
It's a pity.
It's stupid. These wild ones, I keep picking bullets out of them and setting their bones. Why? It's their destiny to wind up on Boot Hill.
No.
Oh, I forgot. Never speak evil, huh? Well, get me some more hot water, young lady, and we'll start patching him up for whatever's in store for him. Come on, help me with his boot.
Mother? Tell me again. What, dear? Oh, about meeting Father. Oh, we've heard that 1,000 times. He was working on the roof of the new meeting house. He fell off, and I picked him out of the dust and held him in my arms. He always said I hugged him before I ever even knew his name. And they both knew right away? Of course. Of course, I knew he was a peaceful man, a member of the society. An evil man would seek a more profitable way of life than being a member of the Friends. Father had a beard then, didn't he? Yes. I should think that would scratch. I prefer a man clean shaven.
He's got the constitution of a mountain lion. He'll pull through, barring blood poisoning. These wild ones never seem to get blood poisoning, though it's common enough among the godly.
You so-called atheists. You always feel so compelled to stretch your godlessness.
Wash him. The bullet's out. He's in no danger.
I bet he killed a lot of people. No, he didn't. How does he know?
That's enough, John. A friend doesn't speak of such things.
Mrs. Worth, get that man out of here.
But he's badly injured, Doctor.
This isn't civilized Pennsylvania. This is a raw frontier. You must take a realistic attitude. This is a place where mayhem, theft, and murder are the commonplace instead of the unusual.
Would that justify leaving a wounded man to die?
Build your house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Ye who believe.
I don't mind your mocking. You've been a good friend to us.
I'm glad I have a logical mind.
And a good heart. Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
Still having delirious spells. Keeps mumbling about his past.
Get him.
I'm afraid he's had a very violent life.
Cards. Stand pat. Copper on my bet on the black ace. Now, you're a shapely hussy. You get real confirmation, Margaret. Huh? You fill out that dress just right. Right's your color. All right, Margaret. Chart 1089. 1089. Margaret, you're a nuisance. Let's call it off, Margaret. Yeah, I got places to go and country to put behind me. Sure, all right. Lila. If I owned the mint, I'd put your head on every coin. I used to smoke corn silk when I was a kid. Your hair's just like it, Lila. Light brown, yellow mixed up. Just like corn silk, Lila. All gold, tawny.
Will you bring some hot coffee, Penny? You know, the doctor says he's completely out of danger. Just sleeping. You know, Dr. Penny considers him her own personal patient. Sit down. And will you bring some milk, dear? And when you finish, you can go up and watch him while you card your wool on the loom.
He doesn't need watching. He's had no temperature these past few days. Just a superlatively healthy animal, restoring his depleted strength with sleep. He's no longer delirious. But of course, if you're determined to watch over him, Penny, perhaps you'd better take a pencil and paper with you. His first conscious words should be recorded. They may be of great interest to history. Or more possibly to a United States Marshal. Who knows what violence is involved with his battered frame and his bullet holes.
Would you care for a donut, Doctor? They're not as light as they should
Listen,
be.
Mrs. Worth. You can carry this head in the sand attitude just so far in a world of reality. Let me get this man out of your house. I can dump him in the establishment that passes for a hotel in this oft-times dubious community of ours.
In that unsanitary hovel?
Then he'll be off your hands.
But he's much better off here.
Of course he is, but who cares what happens to him?
We do.
I don't know what to say. Once, when I was studying medicine in Europe, I had a friend, an artist. He drew portraits of people and made them resemble the animals they reminded him of. He'd have drawn this man as a coiled cobra.
Oh, Doctor, your analogy's terribly imperfect, and your naturalism faulty. Cobras don't coil. No, but, Doctor, we're so fond of you, and we respect you so greatly. We're sure that you will finally realize that realism, untempered by sentiment and humanity, is really just a mean, hard, cold outlook on life. A frightened outlook.
I stand defeated. And furthermore, there are times in this house when I feel as if I were living in a never-never land. But don't hesitate to call on me anytime you need help.
Hello.
You're awake.
Sure. I'm awake. What is all this?
What?
Where am I?
Oh, don't you remember? Father and I drove you into town. Is anything wrong?
No.
The doctor says you'll be all right in a week or two. You were delirious, you know. 2 days and 2 nights.
Well, maybe that's why I'm so hungry. I could eat a yearling steer. If I could catch one.
Oh, well, we'll get you something. Mother! You talked a lot in your delirium. Mother, he's awake.
How is he?
Hungry.
Oh, if he's hungry, he's going to be all right.
Thanks a lot for housing me.
You're welcome. Smoked sausage and eggs?
Sounds great.
2 eggs, or would you like 3?
I'd like 6.
Oh, you shall have them. Penny, get one of Father's shirts and a razor. I'll get him some food.
So I talked a lot.
Yes. I listened only because I thought you might say something that would aid us in helping you. As to notifying your wife, for instance.
What did I say?
If you had a wife.
What did I talk about?
Well, you talked of Margaret. She filled out a red dress.
What else?
Oh, you mentioned someone named, Lila?
That all?
If you have a wife, we could notify her.
No wife.
That's 12. I haven't been so flattered since my donuts won first prize at the fair back in Pennsylvania.
They must be smart in Pennsylvania.
Some of the members thought it an exhibition of pride to enter my donuts. But what harm can there be in a little donut? Unless one eats so many of them that they explode, which is likely to happen to you, young man.
Well, there's worse ways of checking out.
I'll help you with the dish.
No. Please stay and watch Quirt Evans. I'm curious to know the effect of 6 eggs, a pound of sausage, and 12 donuts. I'll call Lee in time for the milking.
Do all you people from Pennsylvania talk like that?
Like what?
Thee?
Oh, well, we're friends.
Friends of who?
Of all. The Society of Friends. Many people call us Quakers.
Oh, it's a religion.
It's a belief.
That on the wall. Each human being has an integrity that can be hurt only by the act of that same human being, and not by the act of another human being. Is that Quaker stuff?
Mm-hmm.
You mean nobody can hurt you but yourself?
That's a friend's belief.
Well, supposing somebody whacks you over the head with a branding iron. Won't that hurt?
Physically, of course. But in reality, it would injure only the person doing the act of force or violence. Only the doer can be hurt by a mean or evil act.
Are there very many of you Quakers?
Very few.
Sort of figured that.
One of those John Wayne singers.
Oh, those Quakers. All right, we're going to be right back in just a little bit with our special guest from Snakebite Entertainment and Productions. We'll see you in a few.
Which of these films was not shot in New Mexico? No Country for Old Men, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Transformers, or Rent?